Hey, good morning, y'all. I just wanted to make a quick, off-the-cuff pitch, pretty much for Ocean Connection, just explaining a little bit what we do and what we're trying to do in the world of small businesses and as a startup. So I just wanted to pose a question to you guys to open things up of how many of you guys have bought something online, whether that's on Amazon, Walmart.com, or anything really online in terms of e-commerce, whether that's a T-shirt, a hoodie, or whatever. What percentage of you guys would say that you've bought something online? About 100%. 100% of you have, everyone has almost always bought something online, whether it was just because it was a little bit cheaper to get it online, whether it was just that it was more convenient because you didn't want to go to the store, right? E-commerce is taking off at an exponential degree where even Walmart had to acknowledge this e-commerce kind of giant that was coming up, and where Amazon has now become the most valuable company in the world based solely off of the back of e-commerce and internet sales. And I want to pose the same question to you of how many of you guys have actually bought something from a small business on the internet. Almost none of you, almost no one has bought stuff consistently from small businesses online. And what I set out to do with my company is I started to figure out what are the reasons why that happens. What are a couple of the differentiating factors between small businesses and the big behemoths of terms of what the e-commerce success lies within that. And what I started to realize is it wasn't a question of what the small businesses were doing wrong. It was actually a question of what the big businesses were doing wrong. So let's say that you're selling an independent product on Amazon's platform, right? Because this is what a lot of people think. Oh, why doesn't a small business go and sell on Amazon? Oh, they have a large user base. They have all these different intangibles. You can sell things very quickly. And I would say you're right. Most of the time, you're right. You're going to be able to sell a large majority of your products on Amazon at scale, right? But you want to be aware of is a lot of the predatory pricing that they end up doing on Amazon that can run small and independent businesses off the platform. What they do is, let's say that you have a really successful business. Let's say that I sell this beanie, right? I sell this beanie and a lot of them like it for around $5. And I sell a lot of them. I sell a lot of them at $5 and I have a really successful e-commerce brand on Amazon, right? To the point where, I'm starting to grow, I'm starting to hire employees, I'm starting to bring people on as I scale my small business. What Amazon will then do is they'll see my beanie brand, right? My beanie product is taking off. So what they'll do is they then will find an Amazon Basics product, find a supplier, whether that's in China or in Taiwan, that makes these products at a cheaper price and then undercut the pricing, even selling their products at a loss for a really long extended period of time until I can't afford to be on their platform anymore and I either have to shut down business or move to a different platform. And then as soon as I move off their platform, right, where I'm actually paying money to sell on the platform, then they toss me to the side and then they jack the prices up back up to my $5 price. And this is the stuff when I started doing a lot more resource that I was just seeing was just rampant in the e-commerce space, where people would just try to manipulate small businesses into selling on their platform just to run them off 6 months later to figure out what products were selling correctly. And I made it a commitment that for what I was going to do is I was going to put a stop to this problem by giving them access to the tools and technology that these larger companies have at an affordable price that brings an exponential amount of value to these small businesses. And that's where Ocean Connection was born out of. We were born out of taking care of the small businesses that are getting run off of these other platforms, whether that's selling your products on Amazon or any other Etsy, any of these other platforms that aren't really out for your best interests. Is every single one of these models are all surrounded in terms of their revenue of making you pay a bunch of money up front, and it doesn't matter what sales you're making. You can have a Shopify store open where you're paying a big monthly chunky change, right? Whether it could be upwards of $200 down to $39 until you get sales, and then that price gets run up, right? where they have no actual incentive to make sure that your business is getting consistent sales. And that's how they make money. They bet, because basically they see this thing with small businesses is they can bet on a bunch of businesses, and it doesn't matter what ones succeed and what ones fail, right? That they want your business to either A, right, go out of business, so then you start another one, and then you have to repay that $39 or whatever their subscription price is, or then you scale and then they don't give you any benefits when you hit that scale. And that's what I set out to do differently with Ocean Connection. Is our revenue model is not you pay money up front. You will never have to pay upfront any amount of money to set up an online page on Ocean Connection. You will never have to. It is going to be for free forever. That is my promise to you guys. You will never have to pay anything upfront to sell and have an online page on Ocean. Right? That is like my commitment to you guys. That is my commitment for everything. Right? That is my personal commitment to any small business that is thinking about selling on Ocean Connection. Our goal is, because we believe in our product, we believe in what we're doing, and we know that you're going to get sales and you're going to get consistent revenue off of Ocean Connection. And that's my promise. That's my promise, is I'm never going to take that. And heck, I'm going to make sure that I'm promoting the living crap out of your business. Because that's another big thing that small businesses were running into. They weren't able to promote their businesses effectively on social media. So I've been able to create a lot of content, give them a lot of tools and ways that they can create free content instead of paying some marketing agency to go do things for them, that I can teach them how to fish instead of catching the fish for them in terms of social media and how to market your brand and how to make consistent content that's going to up your engagement and get you a lot of free advertising and free traffic. And along with this, by me getting a lot of small businesses united under one independent platform, it makes it so they can get a lot of traffic from a lot of different places. So let's say that I want to buy, this headphone case, and then I want to also buy this hat from Sally's independent store. I can buy both of those products at once on one platform instead of having to hop between websites. And this is really what I set out to do with Ocean Connection, and that's where I really see the value in, because you're never going to have to pay anything up front, and we help you market, sell, and distribute your products, along with giving you an independent page for free that you can drive traffic to in any ways necessary. And that's just the beginning. That's just what we have now. We have plans to integrate accounting software, business creation tools, helping you with taxes for your small business, helping you through the entire process, along with eventually we're going to be able to integrate a lot of payment systems and payment processors if you have a retail store. This is ways that we want to bring an exponential amount of value to these small businesses. And that's the entire goal of the company, because we think that so many people are overlooking this massive subset of the market, which is small businesses, and what I personally believe is the backbone of the American economy. And small businesses have been getting hit really hard right now. And my goal is a personal promise and a vendetta to you guys that I will fight, scratch tooth and nail, that I'm going to make sure that I'm fighting my ass off to make sure that you guys win. Because when Ocean Connection wins, you guys win. We're a team here. It's not like my goal is to run Sally's business off. I will never do that, ever. I will never promote one of my products above one of theirs. The only way that that's going to happen is based off of the ratings and based off of sales. It doesn't, if you have a better product, you're going to win, right? I'm never going to promote my products above yours, right? Because I run a bunch of different businesses. I'm going to be forthright in that I run about 12 or 13 businesses on Ocean Connection, because I just am passionate about entrepreneurship and I think it's fun. But for Sally's store, right, I'm never going to promote my business instead of hers. If they're getting traffic, I'm going to make sure that their traffic's going to their page, right? And I just believe in my product and my service enough that I think that I can save enough time using Ocean Connection where I can run 12 plus businesses at the same time using Ocean Connection software tools. Because that's what I believe. I believe in my product. I believe in, and I'm consuming what I'm selling. They say don't get high off your own supply, but I'm getting really high on my own supply in terms of Ocean Connection software. And that's what I really see as a phenomenal amount of value for small businesses. And that's what I really want to get into and how I wanted to bring value to you guys. And with this model and how we're going to be able to deliver products for you is another really big part of our business model is we've been able to partner with a lot of independent contractors that, just want to run deliveries in the mornings. And that's how we do it. And I'm running deliveries too. I'm not above it. I'm one of our independent contractors that goes and delivers products for people. And as we start, to raise more funds and start getting more revenue in, when we start making the tech better and better and better, that's where we really want to see growth. And that's where I want to see us really kind of get a hold in the market, is by trying a lot of these different things and being able to manage it and being able to bring as much value as it can as much value as we can by any means necessary. That is where Ocean Connection really sits with small businesses, and that's what I want to make sure that I'm doing long term. But yeah, so I appreciate you all for listening in to the Ocean Connection off the cuff pitch. That's my little spiel about what we do. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, I'd love to hear them. Please let me know. I'd love to hear any critical feedback that you can see in any ways that you think that we can bring more value to small businesses. Also, right now, I am working on putting together a bunch of things to start fundraising some money to get some, funds to small businesses and start getting them access to our software for free. Instead of even paying for, the delivery services, because that's where, we have a monthly subscription where you have access to our delivery fleet as well, along with, a lot of these other different things. But I appreciate y'all. I hope everyone's going to have a great day, and thank you so much for listening in. I appreciate it. Have a good one.